friends, this is Tiffany.
Hello.
Me and Tiffany grew up in a crack house.
We didn't grow up in a crack house.
And
we met in a crack house.
Me and Tiffany met in a crack house called Mettler, and that is a freshman dorm at Rutgers, which is
Fuck, you're right, I can't do it. Okay, no, it's okay.
It's known to be like extremely violent and destructive, but this year it's better. I don't really know too much about the stories of people getting arrested, but we did have a Who do you even know that got arrested?
I know a few people that got arrested, but obviously I'm not going to give their real names.
Because we're tight with these people.
No, we're not. Hang on, wait, cut. Should we really be exploiting all these people like this?
Should we just go to the stabbing in the Tricycle?
I feel like we shouldn't go too in depth with drugs. That's literally exploiting so many people.
Yeah, so I was coming back from like my fraternity, and this is like 12 or 1 in the morning, and I look and I
think it might have been actually 2 in the morning. I remember it being very late because there weren't a lot of people out, but it was a weekend. Post-party, post-shower. So probably around like post-party shower.
So Mettler was kind of known as like its own fraternity in a way. It was like the post-frat. So you'd end up with a lot of people with their friends.
Post-frat.
You'd end up with a lot of people with their friends coming in, these random strangers, and obviously it's not where they live, so they don't really give a shit about like
the actual residents or respecting the building. So
yeah,
who were the ones that got in trouble? The residents.
So I walk in and there's this dude just chilling with the tricycle. He's like sitting on it. He's like this giant kid, so it looks so weird because it's like a baby tricycle. He's a sports kid.
He was like decked out in sports gear. We have like an entire first floor of just like sports kids. I was up just because I have a tendency to just stay up, and residents just enjoy bringing in random strangers.
Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's
fun,
hurtful.
and then sometimes we end up with giant holes in our walls
and broken windows
and
because of
smashed apples. Oh, okay, so the tricycle. So I was on the 3rd floor, and I look outside the window, and I can't see because it's super dark. All I see is like this cop like trying to flash his flashlight all around the bushes and everything.
And we're on the 4th floor, by the way.
Yeah, I'm on like, we live on the 4th floor, but I was just hanging out on the 3rd floor. And the way the windows are, there's like one row of windows here, and then row of windows on this side where it's like a corner. So the bushes are down here, and their main door is like on this side. So it's like
you're going too into this
L shape.
You've done
okay.
Anyway,
so
to the punchline.
So I'm looking out the window, and all of a sudden I just see like it's that kid again. That kid that was riding the bike, except this time he looks like he's crying or nervous or something. This like big sports kid, and there's a giant gaping hole in our glass window. Just someone had to like chuck it.
Yeah.
Laterally.
And that's a lot of anger too, is you have to think in your mind, no matter how drunk you are, whatever it is, like what could possess someone to possibly do that?
Violent.
You would wake up like Sunday morning basically and find like a series of random like fruit trash just like lying around everywhere.
The day with the
like,
apples,
scattered.
The next morning the cleaning lady came in. I remember I pulled an all-nighter. The cleaning lady came in, looked at the apples, was like, she started like screaming in Spanish. She was like, I can't do this shit anymore, and just quit right then and there. I witnessed it. It was very sad. It was disheartening.
I just gave up.
It was so disheartening. It was like 6 a.m.
I'm fucking done.
It was 6 a.m. after I just pulled an all-nighter trying to do a paper, and the first thing I see in the morning is like, yo, fuck this shit, I'm done. Like,
and the crazy thing is, that was not the first window to be broken. We had a series, I think the 3rd floor window, because the building was 4 floors total, which obviously isn't that high, but the 3rd floor window, I think someone took one of those wooden chairs, as we had these lounges that you would study in
big,
like a common
heavy
area.
Wooden chairs, not like, you know, like a flimsy little wooden chair from, I don't even know, like elementary school. It was like a big love seat.
And they took this and they literally like threw it out the window, and I remember coming back and just seeing like another like board over the entire. I'm like, oh, just another
fun
story.
Place.
But yeah, so we don't really know why people do the things they do, but that's just another crazy. Okay, so I'm thinking now. So this is obviously gonna be a long video, and I'm gonna talk. It's been 10 minutes. I'm gonna cut it down to about 3 minutes. Okay. We're gonna start a series called Mettler Stories. I'm gonna do one story for each.